Paul Orofino. This was our 9th session working with Paul Orofino over the years.
The plan was to go through the same channels that we usually do on this one. We were going to record with Uncle Paul Orofino in Millbrook Studios.
Working with Paul's absolute pleasure. He's got a great attitude, he's got a great ear.
Millbrook Studios, always a great experience. We were very happy to be able to work with Paul again.
Paul's awesome dude. He's part of the family. Great vibe in Millbrook Studio, and I think that's what we look for at this point, the comfort and the familiarity.
But we had a little scare there. It didn't look like things were going to come together for a minute.
And there were some obstacles. I think in the beginning, Paul moved the studio.
There was a time there we weren't sure how things were going to go due to the fact of the pandemic and certain situations Paul was in with the studio.
The newly relocated Millbrook Sound Studios.
And, I've done every album with Immolation with Paul, so I was a little nervous at what might happen, but we were able to work things out with him and schedule-wise. And
like Paul normally does, he makes things happen and pretty much blows all expectations out of the water.
Everything managed to come together, and once we had that all sorted out, then I was very relaxed the rest of the way going in.
It's a very low-stress environment working with Paul.
He brings the best out of the band, and that's what you want in an engineer and a producer.
He's very easy to work with, personable, and like we always say, part of the family.
Paul always makes you feel comfortable there. I'm so used to working with him, it's almost like I've never really worked with anyone else in the same way. So it was cool. It was good to see him after a while. We haven't seen him for years, and going through the pandemic and everything like that, it's just always good to see your old friends again and see everybody's doing good.
We got a band house very close to Paul's studio, which was great. The four of us could just stay there during the whole 2-week period, and every day we could sit down and go over what we did and review, go over lyrics, go over what Steve was doing in the studio with the drums, and what we were all doing, so it was a fun time to discuss everything, but also hang out with each other and enjoy the process.
A good moment for us to actually get together as a band and to have something positive to look forward to with the new music and the new record.